Hi, listeners. Stories have so much power, and so does whoever controls the narrative. It is time that we dissect and analyze these stories. I am Vipul, and this is Woke Tales. Hi, everyone. March is Women's History Month to celebrate women's contribution to history, culture, and society. So, for the month of March, I will be mostly telling stories about powerhouse women in stories and legends. Many inspirational women throughout the history have moved through the passages of time with their stories left largely unwritten or misconstrued by the mainstream. One such feminist icon is Lilith. The story of Lilith was first told centuries ago and is lost to many now. Belonging to the Jewish mythology, like many female figures, the perception of Lilith is complex and polarizing. Her story is one of deep hardship and even consequential evil, rooted in her refusal to submit to a man. And on that note, it's story time. According to the Jewish folklore legends, Lilith was the first woman ever created. In fact, the two creationary figures, Lilith and Adam, came into being at exactly the same time, and unlike Eve, who was made from Adam's body, Lilith was fashioned from soil, just like Adam. Lilith was bold and independent and refused to accept Adam as her superior. Instead, she wanted to be treated as his equal. It is said that Adam, when confronted by Lilith about these inequalities, forced himself upon her. Adam said, "You lie beneath me." Lilith refused and questioned him by saying that they are both equal, for both of them were made from the same earth. After Adam disagreed, Lilith fled the Garden of Eden to gain independence. She exiled herself to the Red Sea, where she found her freedom, copulated with demons, and giving birth to thousands of children. Adam began to pray to his Creator, saying, "Master of the universe, the woman you gave me has fled." God sent 3 angels to bring her back. The 3 angels went and found her by the sea, grabbed her, and said to her, "If you will go with us, well and good, and if not, we will drown you in the sea." Lilith refused to come back to the garden. The angels told her that they would kill 100 of her children every day for her disobedience. In revenge, she is said to rob children of life and is responsible for the deaths of stillborn infants. Lilith said to them, "My friends, I know God only created me to weaken infants when they are 8 days old. From the day a child is born until the 8th day, I have dominion over the child, and from the 8th day onwards, I have no dominion over him if he is a boy. But if a girl, I rule over her for 12 days. They would not leave her alone until she swore to them, 'In any place that I see you or your name in an amulet, I will have no dominion over that child.' They left her. And she is Lilith, who weakens the children of men." The end. The tragedy of Lilith is compounded when you consider that she was seen as a figure of fear among some cultures until the late 20th century. Many depictions portrayed her as a threat to women, a baby thief, the cause of infant death, and a seductress of men. However, the feminist movement saw interested parties in society take a second look at Lilith's story. They claim she was unfairly demonized by Jewish mythology for her refusal to submit to Adam. With the fight for freedom from gender roles in the 1960s, Lilith became a feminist icon representing rebellion and liberation. She is now considered not an evil being, but a woman of ferocious power who was scorned for seeking equality and escaped from the patriarchal structure by which she was shackled. Subsequently, devotees know Lilith as one of the goddesses of transformation, embodying sensuality, unbridled independence, untamed passion, darkness, and freedom. Thanks to her inspirational strength and wisdom, the first woman to know she was equal to a man, many choose her as their feminist idol on their own journeys. While this newfound knowledge of Lilith and her story has no doubt given an even greater insight into the damaging effects of demonizing women, the hope is we may also be able to channel some of her power in our own life. On that note, bye for now. Let me know your thoughts on the story and our discussion by emailing me on woketalespodcast@gmail.com or through social media at woketalespodcast on Instagram and woketalespod on Twitter. And please rate, review, and like Woke Tales Podcast, and don't forget to subscribe so you can easily access our weekly stories. If you have any story recommendations, or if you want to come dissect and analyze a story with me, give me a shout out on email or social media, because whatever you do, keep dissecting and keep analyzing.